All right, hi everyone. Thank you for joining me. I'm gonna go ahead and wait a couple minutes just to see who needs to log on. I know a lot of the times we're running late, so grab your coffee or your glass of wine and be prepared to engage for the next 30 minutes or so, just depending on how the information flows and if you guys have any questions. So I'm gonna go ahead and wait for a few minutes as you guys join in live. I hope this lighting is okay. All right. 7:31. I'm gonna go and grab my water, so I'll be right back. I'm back. So, first of all, just a few things. I hope that you were able to download the PDF form. So it's on the previous post, or if you can't find it for any reason, go ahead and go into the group file and then you'll see the workbook, so you can download it on your computer, or if you rather print it, follow and take notes, go ahead. And that is just pretty much a guide of the workshop. So a lot of the information are just like brief bullet points of what I'm going to be sharing. And the reason is because I actually implement a lot of this stuff in my 6-week course. So I'll be talking a little bit more about that towards the end. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so creative visualization. I don't know if many of you guys have heard about this, or this is probably the first time that you're even hearing the words creative visualization. So I'm sure everyone has heard about vision boards. So I'm going to tap into that a little bit because I think that's a big thing that happens either towards the end of every year or towards the beginning. Vision boards usually include images, wording, which is all fine and dandy. But I like to go a little bit more in depth. So I had a vision board workshop in September in which I really talked about these certain techniques. So vision boards are good if you are actually implementing the feelings to the images or the words and the affirmations, which is something that I'll be talking about a little bit later on. So if you're making a vision board, but you're not connecting the feelings to those images, or those feelings are not aligned with the images. So pretty much, for example, if your vision board has a fit woman, because that's one of your goals, to be healthy and fit, but every time you look at it, it just causes feelings of like a judgment, or you're criticizing yourself, then it's actually not working. So your feelings are not aligned with the images on your vision board. So the goal is that when you're making a vision board, you're intentional about it. Real quick, I totally forgot to do this, and I like to do this in every training, is set an intention. So how do you do this is, why are you here right now? What made you want to join this workshop? What made you want to ask me about this? What made you want to join this group? So if you can kind of explore that, what's your intention? What do you want to get out of this? What do you want to remove it out of your life? What are you trying to create more? So make sure that you have an intention for this workshop. All right, so going back to vision boards. So again, a lot of people use vision boards, but they're not using them correctly, or they're not adding the good feelings to the vision board. So then it really is of no purpose if you don't have good feelings aligned to your vision board. So this is where creative visualization comes in. And then the power of these images is amplified because you're adding these techniques that I'm going to be talking about. So my goal with this workshop, my intention is to educate you and to empower you into using that power of your imagination that we all have. And a lot of us are using the power of our imagination or of our mind on a daily basis, but majority of us are doing it subconsciously, which is like we're on autopilot. We're not thinking, we're just going day by day and not really being intentional about our thoughts. So one good example of how we utilize this power of our imagination every day. So I think for the most part, we've all had that moment where we're thinking about someone and then boom, they call, or boom, we bump into them. That wasn't a coincidence. That's actually you using the power of your imagination, because it's energy. So think of yourself as this magnet. You're a magnet, and your thoughts have this energetic frequency. It's not dense, it's not matter. It's like this really quick energetic light that goes out. And so when you do that, you're attracting more things to it. So, and most of the time when we're thinking about someone, whether it's someone that brings us joy or someone that brings us, resentment or whatever, there's a feeling attached to it. So there's my point in saying that we're constantly doing it, but we're not usually being intentional about it. So this technique is a great technique to create the life that you desire, whether it's a more fulfilling life, maybe more prosperity, and more, healthier relationships, maybe anything to do with weight and health, maybe a more fulfilling career, job, creating a business. So pretty much the power of creative visualization, the power of your mind, it's something that you can use to tap in and create more of what you desire in your life and everything. It's actually a natural ability that we all have. And really the only thing necessary for this is to have a strong desire and an open mind. So I want to welcome you guys to have a very open mind when it comes to what we're going to be discussing. And just, hi honey. My honey's peeking and he just distracted me. But it's okay. We're totally being vulnerable right now and real. All right, so I do have some notes because I want to make sure that I hit some very important points, because I'm going to be sharing a lot of stuff in like the next 30 to 45 minutes. Okay, so how does it work? Everything's energy. Everything's energy. Everything was once a thought. The phone or computer that you're using to log in and join this group was a thought. Everything was once a thought. And again, energy is magnetic. The law of energy is that any type of energy of certain quality, so whether it's good or bad, you're going to tend to attract more of that. So if it's positive, good feeling stuff, then you're going to attract more of that. If it's worry, anxiety, stress, despair, sadness, most likely you're going to attract more of that. Thoughts and feelings have their own magnetic energy. So let me say that again. Thoughts and feelings have their own magnetic energy. Any questions so far? Anybody? Am I making sense? I see some people are on, so I just want to make sure you guys are following along. If I need to make something clear, let me know. If you have your hand out, you'll see that where it says that how it works is that the physical universe is energy. The energy is vibrating at different rates. Like I said, your thoughts have their own energetic